Hello everyone. This video is a scaffold on how to use Excel for plotting a half-life graph after you have completed your activity, half-life simulation activity using M&Ms. So let's get started. So we are using Excel to plot a graph. Now, at the moment, you all will have data that you have collected after your activity. So at each throw, you will have some radioactive M&Ms, which will have M on them. The face up radioactive M&Ms will be having M on them, and the one that face down are decayed, and we have to separate them. You have already done that in your activity. So the data in this Excel sheet, I might say that at 0 number of throws, when you have started, you all will have 50 M&Ms with each group. So now, for instance, group 1, they have, when they start the activity, they have 50. Group 2 will also have 50, and then same with group 3 and group 4. And then as you throw them and then count how many have letter M on them, those are radioactive, and then again you put them in bag, and then you again spread them on the table, and then again count the M's, take them again in the bag and then spread them. That's how you get your data that you need to fill in here. At the moment, I have some random data. This data will not match your data because I am preparing this video beforehand of your activity, but you will have your data that you have recorded in your classroom when you were doing your activity. So all the groups in the class, at the moment I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. You might have more groups, then you can just add more groups in here. But at the moment I'm just taking 4 groups. So one group will have 4 members, and then all the data that they have collected will go in here. Group 2 data will go in here, group 3 data will go in here, and group 4 data will go in here. At the moment, I just have a random data, and I'm going to show you how to create the graph using that random data. You can have your data here, and then you have to exchange your data with your friends, and you have to take their data and fill in these cells here in Excel, and then you have to calculate average, and then using that average, we're going to plot the graph. So I'm just going to use this data that I have created already so that the video won't be too long. So I'm just going to right click. Yeah, so it just fits in. Now, in order to create average, so Excel already has some built-in formulas. So in order to choose any of the formula, all the formulas start with having equal to. So you just say equal to, and then you type AVE, that is average, and then see it appears. All the formulas that start with AVE, it appears, and then we have to find out average. So you go average, and then you press tab. Tab key will pull out the front page of the formula, and then it will pull out an open bracket, and then you have to select the cells of which you want to calculate average. So at the moment, we have to create average, calculate average from this cell, and then drag it to the last cell. That's it. Now close the bracket and then press enter. And then, yeah, we already know that the average of these 4 will be 50. And then instead of doing the same bit to every cell here, you can just place your cursor here and then move it to the side at the bottom right side. And then can you see how this plus changes into a dark black plus? Yes, so this cross sign, and then now you just have to drag this cross sign all the way down, and then see, now you have got averages for all the data over here. So this is this 50 is the average for these 4, then 30 is the average for these 4 numbers, 23.5 is the average for these 4 numbers, right? So now we have got number of throws, and now we have got average of number of radioactive M&Ms. we need to plot graph between number of throws and the average of radioactive M&Ms. So we just need to select this column, and you need to press in on your keyboard, you need to press Control and then again select. So you select this and then you press Control and you select this, right? And now you go to Insert and then you go to line chart or area chart, because we want to see the trend, how the radioactivity declines with time, because as the time passes, the radioactive atoms, they decay and they get converted to some other element. So we want to see a trend. So that's why we're going to select a line chart. But if you can also select other type of chart for other type of data, but at the moment we select line, and then if we say this, so then you have got these two. We don't want to see number of throws, like how number of throws. At the moment, this data is showing this orange is average. So it's showing that the number of radioactive M&Ms, they are decreasing with number of throws and the throws are increasing. So we don't want to see throws. So we can select it, we can press delete, and then that's it. So now you can see how the number of radioactive M&Ms are decreasing with the number of throws. And then see, it says 11. We don't want 11. So now if you don't want 11 and you want to remove it from here, you can select this little filter. You click on that and then drag this thing down and then deselect that and you say apply, it will go away. Yeah, that's it. And then that's how. And then now you can have the name of the chart, which will say, we can take from here, number of M&M with face up. Let's go back. Yeah. We can say add element, chart title, and then we say above the chart, and we can say number, yep, number of radioactive M&M versus number of throws. Yes, that's your chart title. You can also include your axis titles. So then for that, you need to again click on the chart. Anything that you have to do with the chart, you have to first click on the chart and select it. And then you go add chart element axis titles and you say primary horizontal. So this is axis title. You can say here number of rows. And then in the same way, you can go again at chart title and then vertical. And then here, you can say number of radioactive M&Ms. Yep, that's it. And then this is your chart. When you select it, there are like plenty of different types of options that you can pick with how you want to chart, how you want your chart to look like. So this is this, and then this is how it looks. It shows the numbers as well. You can choose this, you can choose that, and then this one, yeah. And then this is with a darker background. There are like other options that are 3D as well. You can do that. Maybe let's stick to, yeah, let's stick to this one. And yeah, that's all you have to do for your activity. I hope this video helps. One more thing I wanted to share with you is, I wanted to show you is this little simulation that helps to, so when you calculated the graph, now you have come to know how carbon-14 dating works. So during the lifetime, all the organisms absorb carbon from the atmosphere, and when they die, they don't absorb, like because they have died, they don't absorb anymore. And then whatever carbon they have already absorbed during their living span of life, when they were alive, it starts to decay. Only the carbon-14 that they have absorbed when they were alive, it starts to decay. And then plotting, knowing how much radioactive carbon is all left in the body after it's dead, can help us gain knowledge about how old is that fossil, or how old is that dead body, or any dead part of that body. So this is like a little simulation. So it says, you know, if you here, if you put any number of years, let's say 8,000 years, and you say calculate, it will give you how much carbon-14 is left in the body. And vice versa here, if you put the percentage, if you say like 15%, if 15% is carbon left, then you say calculate, and then it will calculate how much old is that particular fossil is, how much old that particular body is. So using, and this is this little carbon-14 dating half-life graph. See how it's decreasing. So radioactivity, C14 or radioactive carbon, decreases as the time passes. And then based on this graph, there are a number of simulators that are used by scientists to predict the years, how old is that fossil is, or how old is any particular body that is revived from Earth's crust or somewhere there. You can use that. I can share the link with you in the classroom, and I hope this video will help you creating your graph and developing your Excel skills. Thank you so much. Hope to see you all in class.